Hello there, Pisces. How's it going? It's time for your elemental read. Yeah, it is time for your reading. So let me see here. Where the heck did I put my stuff at? There it is. All right, I got my runes. I got this. I got everything going. All right. So today I'm going to be doing the wood dog. So if you are a wood dog, this is your reading, okay? So this is for 2026. This is for the year of the fire horse, which is coming up here in February, actually, of 2026. So here we go. And it looks like it's going to be a really good year for you guys, by the way. So just to kind of let you know a little bit in advance. It's going to be a really fast year for you guys. Really fiery, fiery and independent. It's like kind of like the last read in a way. It was, I can't remember which wood sign it was, but wood feeds fire. It does. So this is kind of a fiery year, really quick moving, and yeah. This is really productive. It's going to be a very productive year. All right. There's going to be, of course, some pressure, but pressure is going to either sharpen you or wear you down. And so the thing is, you don't want to be worn down. You want to be sharpened. So yeah, this year is going to bring you a lot of strength. You're gonna it's gonna activate a lot of different strengths such as leadership and integrity, and people are gonna notice how fair you are, which is really good. I like that. It's talking about moral authority, how your voice carries weight, especially when others act recklessly. So yeah, that's kind of one of the parts of this upcoming year. The challenges to watch out for is burnout or giving or trying to fix everything. Okay, because if you try to work too hard to do something like that, it could definitely you could have a burnout. Yeah. So, and watch out for clashes with impulsive people, people with impulsive personalities. I just kind of like, yeah, you're going to probably run into a couple of people like that. So just watch out about that, You may be feeling pushed, You may feel like you're being pushed faster than you're ready in some instances. Yeah, but that's going to be for a lot of us. That's going to be for a lot of us, not just you guys. So you're not alone. Okay, so as far as your money goes, I think that money is going to be pretty good. The strategy is to expand. Don't try anything. Don't gamble. Don't take any risks. You know, business, service work, education, health, something like that. Some sort of role in that would be really positive type of work for you. Some of you could just be working like it says, it's really a good, it's like, say if you work for the parks or something, that would be a really good job for you guys. Yeah. So, yeah, as far as relationships go, it could go either way. It could go either way. Bonds will deepen through honesty with some people, and then others will fade away if they don't. If people don't align to your values in 2026, they're gonna just kind of sort of, just fade away. Yeah. So. So the good thing about this year is that it asks you to trust your inner compass. Trust yourself, Pisces. Trust yourself. You're learning how to act. When chaos breaks out, this is gonna like teach you how to act when chaos breaks out, and I feel that you're gonna really handle yourself very, very well. Yeah. as long as you choose principle over popularity and move consistently, everything's going to work out just fine. And don't let others rush you. Okay, you don't need to let others rush you. You know, you're going to endure. You're going to endure yourself. I like it. So, you know, when, of course, January is just around the corner here. So, you know, it's not the year of the fire horse yet. That comes in February. But, you know, in January, it's a grounding month, you know. Strategy, you know, taking, you know, strategizing, thinking about what you want to do, you know, resting. Yeah. So by the time February comes, this is when the new year hits, all right? And you're going to start feeling tension. It's because of the fire, you know? And you may feel tested by authority figures or some sort of impulsive people. So stand firm without arguing. You don't need to argue nothing, all right? Just stand firm. You don't need to argue. Yeah. Yeah, so that's how you beat that. Just be firm about it and just you don't have to explain yourself, nothing. Just don't argue. That's it, you know? It's kind of like, you know, when the police say, if they pulled me over or something, and they say, "Can I look through your car?" It's like, no, you can't. No, you don't have to explain why. So anyway, by the time you get in here to March, your momentum is going to build, and it's going to be working out on your terms. And this is the really good news. And something that you've been very patient with starts to show progress. So, you know, this is going to be kind of a small win, but it's really going to matter. Yeah, and this is talking about staying consistent. So stay consistent. In April, this is going to be one of your best months. I like it. Yeah. Something shows up unexpectedly. Yeah. And this is a really good month for agreements, you know, repairing anything, reconnecting with allies. Really, really good month. April is talking about cooperation, problem solving, and don't say yes too fast, okay? Don't say yes too fast. Just, you know, kind of like, yeah, you know how that is. Don't just go, oh, yes. Yeah, your energy is really high, and that's why. Okay, your energy is really high, so you want to just calm that down a little bit, and set some boundaries. You know, it's really good for productivity if you do that. Yeah, if you just jump on there and say yes, it could cause drama. So that's a month to work on your structure and your, you know, and don't work so hard. Don't try so hard, you know, because you could burn out. Again, burnout is going to be kind of like the theme for everybody because it's a fire horse. So, you know, fire is, you know, there's a high chance of burnout for a lot of us. Now, when you get to June, it's going to be some sort of a test of loyalty that's going to come your way. Someone shows their true colors, their true actions over words. Truth, alignment, that's what you want to look for, all right? Truth and alignment. And don't ignore any red flags. If you see a red flag, don't ignore it. You know, use your intuition, for sure. July, the pressure eases. And you regain emotional balance. Is good for home matters, family, and recentering. So that sounds all right. Focus in July on stability, self-care, and retreating too much. Okay, so you don't want to retreat too much. Okay, got to take care of yourself, but you don't want to hide away and put yourself in hermit mode too long. Yeah. Now, by the time we get to August, this is going to be a really strong month for you guys. Recognition. This is really awesome. This is recognition without even chasing it. Your steady nature pays off. This is talking about consistency. So I really like that. This is talking about people noticing you, visibility. People notice you and they see your integrity, and which is, yeah, it's kind of good. I like that. Now in September, it's another really good month. It's excellent for money, money management, long-term investments, or skill building. And so in September, it's talking about growth and learning. And things don't have to be perfect, okay? It's telling you to watch out for perfectionism. Things do not have to be perfect. When we get in here to October, we're kind of getting a slower type of pace of energy. Finally, it's been a really fast year. It's going to be a really fast year, but it's going to slow down a little bit in October. Things may stall, briefly, but it's kind of like asking you to review things and refine things and focus on progress. Yeah. I like that, refine things. That's good. Now in November, clearing things out, a decision, you'll have to make some sort of a decision, yeah. It's going to bring you some sort of relief. So, choose peace over obligation. I mean, you don't really have to feel so obligated. Choose peace. Choose peace over obligation. And in November, focus on closure and decisive action. And you don't have to second guess yourself, okay? You don't need to make any second guesses. Just go with the flow. Use your intuition, in November. And then here by the time December comes in, the end of the year, you're going to be really super grounded and strong, Yeah. You will end this year much smarter, much more steady, more respected. Yeah, so I really like that. So you don't need to, carry other people's burdens, that's for sure. Yeah. That's really for sure. That's great. So anyhow, I really like that. I want to pull a couple runes out too. It looks like it's going to be a pretty good year for you. I really honestly feel that. There's a couple of months in there that may be a little bit, challenging. What's going on with Pisces? What's going on with Pisces? The wood. This is for the wood dog. I think that's what it is. Yeah, the wood dog. I get them all mixed up. All right, wood dog. This is for you wood dogs. Thoracisus. Well, Thoracisus is a very good rune, really, in your favor. This is protection. Okay, it's standing up for yourself. If you have to stand up for yourself, this could also be standing up for justice. This could be you standing up for justice. That's exactly how I see Thoracisus. And then with the sun, things are going to really clear out. You're going to be able to see things very clearly. And like I said, the sun kind of is really good news because the sun is fire and it's on your side. And Digaz. Wow, look at that. You're gonna be coming out of the end of the year totally transformed for the much, 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 much better. And it's sitting here by the sun, man, kind of like a shining star, sort of, kind of like in a way. Yeah, people are gonna definitely be able to see you very, very clearly. Really, really good read, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that. And I will see you guys again tomorrow. All right, Pisces. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.